I still remember the day my father took me to the cemetery of the forgotten books for the first time. It was the early summer of 1945, and we walked through the streets of Barcelona trap beneath ashen skies as dawn poured over Rambla de Santa Monica in a wreath of liquid copper.
Daniel, Daniel, Daniel!
Daniel?
I can remember her face. I can remember Mommy's face.
Don't worry, Daniel. I'll remember for both of us. Come, Daniel. Let me show you something.
Now? At 5 o'clock in the morning?
Some things can only be seen in the shadows. Daniel, you mustn't tell anyone what you're about to see today. No one, not even your friend Thomas. Welcome to the cemetery of the forgotten books.
My gaze was lost in the immensity of the place and its sorcery of light. According to tradition, the first time someone visits this place, he must choose a book, whichever he wants, and adopt it, making sure that it will never disappear, that it will always stay alive. It's a very important promise for life. I had never heard of the title or the author, but I didn't care. The decision had been taken. I took the book down with a great care, and that afternoon back in my apartment, I had fallen right into it.
Daniel tried to think about having a quiz with his father regarding to the book he has. But surprisingly, his father doesn't even know about the author or the book. So Daniel and his father decided to go to the man called Don Gustavo Barcelo.
Siyempre, online.
You owe the honor to my son, Daniel. Don Gustavo, you just made the discovery.
Let me see. What do we have here? Carrots. Interesting. Where do you find it?
It's a secret.
What do you say? 40 euros isn't bad for your per se. Let's see. What it is you want.
What I want is to know who is Julian Caraxes and where I can find other books he's written.
We'll make a deal. tomorrow, Sunday in the afternoon. Drop by the Ateneo and ask for me. Bring your precious file with you so that I can examine it properly. I'll tell you what I know about Julian Carax.
Don Gustavo retired to another room to examine the tome while the two of them get to know each other. That afternoon of mist and drizzle, Clara Barcelo stole his heart, breath, and sleep.
I'm sorry, Daniel, but Clara can come right now.
A good night for remorse, Daniel.
Who are you?
A friend? Or what I aspire to be.
Cigarette? I don't smoke.
Good for you. Unfortunately, I have nothing else to offer you, Daniel.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot about you. Your name is the least of it.
What else do you know?
Just say that you have something that interests me, and I'm ready to pay you a good money.
I'm afraid you're mistaking me for someone else.
I hardly think so. I tend to make mistakes, but never when it comes to people. And how much you want for it?
For what?
For the shadow.
What makes you think I have it?
That's beyond discussion. It's just a question of price.
Well, you must have heard wrong. And if I did, I wouldn't sell it. May I ask why you are so interested?
That's my business.
Mine too. And if you are telling me about the book, I don't have it.
I like you, Daniel. We're friends. You just haven't realized it yet. Don't blame you with so much on your mind. Your friend Clara, for instance, a woman like that, anyone could lose his sense.
Who doesn't have the book? And what will you do if you have them?
Burn them! We'll meet again, Daniel.
swore to myself that I will never see her again, that I wouldn't mention her name or remember the time I had wasted by her side.
Are you alright, young man?
I'm alright. Who are you?
I'm Fermin Romero de Torres.
The transformation from beggar into model citizen seems miraculous. Like one of the stories that priest from poor parishes
I found Professor Velasquez at the door of a lecture room, pretending to be listening to a female student while writing at her notes. When the student who had been talking to Professor Velasquez turned around, and it was as if the world had stopped spinning. I saw her smile at me, and my ears went up in flames.
Hey,
Huh? You were saying?
I said hello. I guess you're thinking about something else.
Listen, Bea, about that insult. I promise
I was only teasing you. I know that was a childish nonsense. And besides, Thomas had given you a good enough people.
It still hurts. By the way, how's your boyfriend, Lieutenant Cascos Buendia?
Pablo? Pablo will be here on within 2 weeks.
You must be happy.
Right. He's a great guy. This is Pablo finishes his military service. He's getting married.
That would be great.
It's my fault for thinking that perhaps we could be friends. Or pretend to be. But I suppose I'm not good enough as my brother. I'm sorry if I said that.
Bea, wait. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's mine. I'm the one who is not good as your brother. And if I insulted you, it's because I'm jealous of that boyfriend of yours. And it's because I'm angry to think that someone like you would marry me.
Daniel, meet me at the plaza this evening.
What is this letter for?
Come in. I let you read it because I wanted to know your opinion.
About what?
If I'm going to marry him.
When I got home, I tried to get back to sleep, but realized that it was impossible. I turned on the light and decided to examine that envelope that has been there for a few weeks already. It was addressed to Julian Carax. I was about to put the letter back to the envelope when something slipped out from it. It was a photograph of a girl. On the back of the photograph was an inscription that simply said, "Penelope, who loves you."
By the way, Fermi, I have a favor to ask. Right now, what I would like to know is who owns the PO box in the main office on Via Layetana, number 2321. And if possible, who collects the mail that goes there? Do you think you'll be able to lend me a hand?
It's okay. All the official institution finds me irresistible. Give me some few days and I'll have a full report ready for you.
Lynn couldn't have been gone for more than 5 minutes when Daniel heard the tinkle of the doorbell.
Is there any what I can do for you, sir?
It's really me who was coming to do a service. Are you the owner of this establishment?
No, the owner is my father.
And the name is?
My name or my father's?
Oh, I take it that's the sign saying Simpier and Son applies to both of you. Anyway, the reason for my visit is to warn you. If you're doing business with particular in-person criminals, excuse me?
I appreciate your visit and your warning, but I can assure you that there hasn't.
Don't give me that cup. I'll beat the shit out of you and lock you up in the slumber if you won't say anything. You got that?
I'm going to ask you to leave, sir.
We'll meet again and tell your friend that Inspector Fumero is keeping an eye on him.
Daniel never said a word about what happened that day. He later knew that the person living in the apartment was a girl named Noria Monfort.
My name is Daniel. My father gave me your address some time ago. He might be able to talk to me about Julian Garrox. Please let me explain. 8 years ago, almost by chance, I found a novel by Julian Garrox in the cemetery of forgotten books. We had hidden it there to save it from being destroyed by a man who calls himself Lain Uber. I'll only take a few minutes for you, I promise.
There's not much to tell. I met Julian 20 years ago.
Noria worked for the publishing house. One of her jobs was to correspond with foreign authors. Then, she came in contact with Julian Garrox. She stayed in Julian's apartment for a week for a simple reason that hotels are expensive. There, she learned about the childhood of Julian, the unwanted child.
When he went back to Spain, all we know is that he died in a battle with George Alvarado, with two critical issues, and never heard about him again. That's all I know.
That will be a big help, Senora. Thank you for your time. I'll take my leave now.
Little did I know that was the last time that I'm going to have a word with Nuria Monfort. News said that she was stabbed to death, and some rumors say that it was Fermin who killed her. Gave me an envelope containing the manuscript of Nuria Monfort entitled Remembrance of the Lost. As soon as I reached my apartment, I began to read the papers. It was all about Julian Carrox, every small details about him.
They were all good friends, but Fumero always an outcast to the group. The grudge in his heart started to get worse without knowing it. One day at the party, he saw Julian and Penelope kissing by the window of the library.
You should be dead and never come back again!
The love between Julian and Penelope grew more and more. But Don Aldaya later found out about their relationship.
You will be forever locked up in your room, Penelope. No, Father, please don't do this to me.
But he never listened to her. When the Aldaya moved to Argentina with Julian, for some reason, they got bankrupt.
You will find Julian Carrox and you'll kill him. Swear that you will. Julian!
The man who came back to Spain was poisoned with hatred for a person to whom he blamed his ruin, Julian Carrox.
Javier, I feel dreadful. Could you help me out for a few days?
Being a policeman is a job. Leave it to me.
George began to feel better and opened his heart to Fumero. He begged forgiveness for the way he had treated him during their school days. He told Fumero the whole story and Fumero listened silently, nodding, taking it in, all the while wondering whether he should kill Aldaya or use him first.
Julian, we must leave this place. Fumero is looking for you. The business with Aliada was a trap.
I know. I have to go to my apartment first. I have to get my papers.
Later that night, he talked to his father, Anthony Fortuny, about his situation.
I'm sorry, Julian. I swear
Don't worry, Father. This is Emma's time. I have to go now.
take care of myself.
Julian and Miguel met at the plaza.
Julian, there's no time left. You must go. Wait, give me your papers, Julian. Listen, I only have a month left. One of us has to get out of here, Julian. More going for you than I do. I don't know whether you'll find Penelope, but Nuria is waiting for you.
Nuria is your wife.
Remember the deal we made. The day I die, all that once mine will be yours.
Accept your dreams, my friend.
See you soon, my friend.
But sadly, he was blamed for the escape of Julian and later shot him to death. Julian decided to tell Noria that Miguel left behind. Later, Noria also told Julian about the death of Penelope and the child that never given a chance to live. Julian was angry and blamed himself for the death of Penelope and his child David. After he visited their grave, he came back to his office and burned all the copies of his novel. The fire set out of control and let Julian Carrox burn some part of his face too and left a scar.
Day was breaking when I finished Nuria Montfort's manuscript. That was my story, our story. I stepped out the front door, then I ran up to Plaza de Catalunya.
Good luck, young man.
I immediately go to the Aguilar's place to look for Bea. But there I saw my classmate, Thomas.
I've come to see Bea. My sister isn't here.
Thomas,
She's gone.
Gone? Bea! Bea! It's me, Daniel!
I said she's not here. She was ill, you idiot. My sister is pregnant. If anything happened to Bea, I swear I will.
I woke up in a sweat that stung my skin. Fermin's face appeared on my right.
Where are we, Fermin?
We're in the same place, young man. Who did this to you?
Thomas.
Your old friend? Why?
Because of her sister. She's pregnant.
And you are?
The father! I've got to find her!
The day had passed and I'm still looking for Bea. When I came out of the dark place, I heard her voice saying,
Number 32, young man. Good luck.
Julian,
It was me, Bea. Why did you call me Julian?
he's here in the house. At night we talk for hours. He told me to teach you to forget him.
Where is him now?
Downstairs.
I must warn him.
Daniel, please don't leave me now.
I must warn Garax.
Daniel!
Where is he? Far from here. Don't give me that shit. Where is he?
He will come from the left.
Go. Go.
Daniel!
Julia, you mustn't tell anyone what you're about to see today. Welcome to the cemetery of forgotten books.
Wait lang, Tika lang. Yan, o yan, yung ano lang, sweet smile. Ay, saan yung dikit mo? Dikit talaga, ganyan, o. Tapos bila kang ano, ah. Dikit. Baba.
A friend? Or what? Or ano? Ulit ka.
My sister isn't here.
Thomas!
She's I've come to see Bea.
Ba't alam?
I've come to see Bea.
My sister isn't here.
Thomas!
She's gone.
Gun? Bea! Bea! It's me, Daniel! I've come to see Bea.
My sister isn't here.
Thomas!
She's gone.
My sister is pregnant.
My sister is pregnant.
My sister is
Ano ba?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Hahawakan mo siya sa kamay, sa kabila. Tapos lalapit ka sa kanya. Nakatig ka lang sa kanya, Karen, ah. Ano ba? Bilis na pa. Hindi
naman kasi yung scene, pare.
Game na. Uy, mag-freeze lang ah.
No, 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 no.
Because I'm jealous of that version of yours. And
Julian, you mustn't tell anyone what you're about to see today. Welcome to the freaking past!
Uy, may flash.
Pero mas maganda nga yung light sa ganon.